How long does it take to learn how to scream? Even though the answer is obvious in a way, like everybody is different, everybody's situation is different, so for some people progress can be relatively fast, and for the other people it might take longer to master screaming. I think it still will be good for newcomers to have some idea of how much time it might actually take, so they know what to expect and they can see whether they're making progress fast or not. And before we start, I have to say that we will consider the perfect case scenario in which you have a good teacher, you practice on a regular basis, you have a good place for practicing, and you are an average person in terms of learning extreme vocals, building muscles and building coordination of muscles. And second, we will talk only about false chord screams and related techniques. Let's start with drive. Drive is a basic fundamental technique from which all the other false chord techniques are derived. And when it comes to getting your first drive vibration, the good time is a month or two. It doesn't mean that you will be able to sing or scream with your drive, but you will have a stable vibration that you can sustain for a certain period of time. At first, obviously, for a short period of time, but many people partly skip that stage, and as long as they have some loose, breathy distortion, or their drive is not stable but they can make some sounds, they just start trying to produce screams. And I can understand that, but if you're just starting out, learn how to maintain a good drive, which on the low notes should sound like a throat thinning, by the way. Find some monk, find some teacher. It's hugely beneficial to have a good drive, because it will give you a lot of control over your screams in the future, and it will be just way easier to learn all the other advanced extreme vocals techniques.
You become a part of me!
After you mastered your drive, if you wanna immediately transition to falsetto range and you are working only on that, it will take you another 2 months. And after that, learning any other particular technique to a good, semi-professional or maybe even professional level will take you between a year or 2. If you wanna learn how to do very low deathcore growls, add to that another year, because it is the most physically difficult technique out there. But all these numbers can change, depending on what professional extreme vocals sound like for you, because some vocalists just have more advanced techniques than the others, and I don't want to say that one guy is better than the other, but certain techniques just objectively require more physical training and more time to master. And if we take growls, for example, if I tell you that learning how to growl like Phil Bosman takes way more time than learning how to growl like Oliver Sykes, I think it won't surprise anybody. So keep that factor in mind. Also, it's worth remembering that when a guy or a girl starts from scratch, he or she rarely wants to do just one certain technique and scream only in one style. Some people do, of course, but from my experience, the majority want to do this and want to try that. So, in order to achieve a fast results in one field of extreme vocals, you have to concentrate only on that one particular technique. And you should understand what the process looks like. It's not like you can barely produce any sound for 5 months and one day you just wake up and you can do some screams. It's a very gradual process. In the first year of learning how to scream, you can master some techniques to a decent level, so you're able to record sounds, do gigs and so on. It is totally possible. But the year after that, you will sound way better. You will have an upgraded endurance and way more control over the process. What I want to say is that there are some breakthroughs happening every couple of months along the way, yes. But it shouldn't be like you are practicing with almost no results for years and one day everything just starts to work for you. If it sounds like your case, something is obviously wrong. And maybe some guys who play other instruments are like, the fuck are you talking about? 2 years, I've been playing guitar or drums for 2 years and I'm not even close to semi-professional player and I just completely suck. Yeah, it all sounds relatively fast, I understand that, but first of all, as I said, it's a perfect case scenario, and on top of that, I do think that extreme vocals is the instrument, or call it a musical skill, in which you actually can achieve very good results in a short period of time. And the reason why so many people are struggling with extreme vocals is just a lack of guidance, lack of proper knowledge and just understanding of what to do. And there's really no one to blame, because extreme vocals is still a relatively new thing if we compare it to clean vocals, drums and other instruments. Alright, now you know how long does it take to learn how to scream. Remember that time is the most valuable currency in our lives, so don't waste it, guys. I wish you great screams, stay safe and see you soon. Bye.